Hello everybody, I am Baltmatrix and today is October 24th, 2021. It is Sunday, the last day of TFcon. This is going to be a TFcon video because we had our third-party panel today. I was in attendance and I just really didn't feel like tweeting like mad. I just couldn't do it anymore. I was not bored. I was tired. Tired. I'm old. Anyway, Giant Robot News. We got a third-party panel. A lot of stuff was announced. Grimlockamus was there. A lot of other people were there. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Big shout out to Not at Twitter for sharing this via... I don't know if it was pre-recorded or not, to be honest, but he did a great job as a presenter. I really want to thank him for that. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start off with some Icon 3D Labs. I forgot to mention that they were there. They were at TFcon, and I just completely went by my brain. I didn't recognize them at all. They've got a Studio Series 86 Grimlock upgrade kit. Comes with a sword, 2 different blade types, a crown for Grimlock, and I saw this in person. I saw a pre-production in person, and it looked great. Unfortunately, the lighting in the dealer room did them no favors, because every time I saw it, it looked really dark for some reason. But what do you call this? The throne is actually really nice in person. It's big. He sits on it beautifully, and there's enough room up top for you to plant wheelie up there. It really does look like a great set. I'm not just being facetious here. It looks fantastic. And oh yeah, there is the extra shoulder components for Sharkticons, and the pre-production samples were there. They looked great. The whole set looks really good. If you are a fan of Captain King Grimlock, you're gonna want to pick this set up. Next up is Iron Factory. And I just got a text from Mr. Grimlockamus saying, "Hope you made it back home all right. Traffic at the hotel is insane." Yes, Grim, my good friend, I made it home just fine. I made it home before the end of the game, thank God. All right, Iron Factory. There's a lot to talk about here. First off, Alpha Trion, aka the Laser Prophet. This was actually in the display case at the Chosen Prime. The robot mode looks amazing. I am going to get this figure simply because the robot mode looks so good. The staff that the figure comes with is beautiful. The figure itself, looking at it, is just gorgeous. Little tiny, but I think this is a better figure than what it's based on, which is Scourge and the Seekers. Then there's Bay Razor. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is Tyrant's Wing Phantoscope and Tyrant's Wing Desert Rose, aka Nacelle and G2 Sandstorm. They were selling, the Chosen Prime was selling Nacelle, and in person it looks great. It looks absolutely great. I don't know if they had G2 Sandstorm there or not, but both of these figures in person look fantastic. Then there's Bay Razor, which is Beachcomber. Had that in the case as well in robot mode. It looks great, but it's super tiny. Like, it's small for Iron Factory. It felt really, really small, but it looks amazing. And then there's, wait a minute, let's see. This is obviously Sea Spray. This is Surfing Arrow. And again, the figure was in the case, and it's very, very nice looking, very, very tiny. I did not realize that this was the figure's alt mode with the little harpoon gun working in between the hovercraft mode. I'm going to have to pick this one up because I absolutely adore this vehicle mode. It is just so pretty to me. Then they have Hometown Watcher, aka Huffer. Looks great. It legitimately looks great and somehow looks better than the Hasbro version. Weird. And then there's Pipes, aka the Collector. This figure looks really neat, and I like the fact that it is definitely different than Huffer. Like, significantly, especially for the vehicle mode. That makes me happy. I like when there's differentiation. Then we've got Makuro wait a minute. Mukuro Kumoki. Mukuro Kumoki. And that is Bonsaitron. And this is a repaint of a figure that was already released, specifically the Bludgeon figure that was already released. And then there was a Kage Shishimaru, which they had in the case in robot mode. I did not realize that it has wings in its beast mode, which I kind of wish I got to fiddle with it, but oh well. And then there's twin-edged blade Kochu and Norimune. So these are drift, obviously. And they actually pull off the Bugatti Veyron look really well. The robot mode is chunky. I did not realize the robot mode was that chunky. It doesn't look bad, though. It looks like samurai armor. Next up is a lockdown figure called Oni Vajra, and I think this is really nifty. It's a little weird, though, because it's got it's not samurai. It's got like the Ronin headdress, or not hat, that some Ronin would wear. That works. That really does work. And here's Tetsubi, which is, it's a medieval Ironhide. Oh, this is so stupid. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's ridiculous. It's great. And there's the Sekijojian, which is obviously Ratchet and an ambulance in the form of a priest. I like it. And then there are those two together. Did not see these at TFcon in the boxes. And there's Daishogun Buchmaru, which is obviously a Grimlock. That looks really good. I'm surprised. I like that. I like the way this looks. Though it looks like he's got one heck of a backpack. Weird. Okay. And then there are all the figures. Oh, okay. If you've gotten, God, I can't remember what his name. Their Ultra Magnus, their IDW Ultra Magnus was a pretty big figure, about 8 inches tall. That gives you a good idea on the size of all of these. Yeah, Beachcomber and Sea Spray. I want them, but they are so tiny. I don't know, gang. All right. Robot Hero. Next up, we've got the skateboard hoverboard for TMNT, and then TMNT Mousers. I might have to pick up a Mouser. I really like the design on the Mouser. That looks good. Yeah, the Mousers I like. All right, Fans Hobby. We've got Siren, aka 13A, coming in the beginning of 2022. We've got Energon Optimus Prime. I think this is the first look of Energon Optimus Prime all combined up. MB18 coming August of 2022. This looks really good. And the drill opens up and there's another fist in there. I like that. I don't know if there's any word on if fire and... Oh, wait. You know what? I don't know if these arms are going to be interchangeable. No idea. And then here's MB19. This is Double Dealer coming fall 2022. It looks okay. I mean, as a prototype, it looks pretty good. We've already seen the bird mode, I think. Yeah, it looks neat. Next up, oh, wait, there's the bird mode. Oh, he has 2 robot modes. Okay, that's cool. That is very, very cool. That is a nice... I like that. I like that a lot. All right, MB20 is Armada Overload, and that's coming in the end of 2022. We'll actually see if that's coming at the end of 2022 to go with Naval Commander. Very, very cool. And then the big news, MB21 is going to be Tidal Wave. Yes. Oh, I can't wait to see that. Though this wireframe looks kind of like a starship from Star Trek, but I'm okay with that. Oh, yes. Oh yes, I'm very, very much looking toward to that. Mega Tyranno is coming. Oh, Mega! I didn't realize Mega Tyranno isn't coming until the end of next year. Then that means this guy's not coming until 2023. Oh, that's going to be a long time to wait. That's going to be a real long time to wait. Next up is New Age. And first off, we've got Jones, which is Beachcomber. Very, very G1 accurate. It looks cool. I kind of like the Iron Factory look better. Then we got TYR. Obviously, it's Cyclonus. That looks nice. I'm really curious to see how that transforms. That looks really nice. And then we've got Black Convoy with a cape. Cool. Shattered Glass Convoy, or Optimus. Also cool. And then we've got G2 Devastator. Nice. I got to see the complete New Age figure. It looks really good. I like the way it looks a lot. The New Age Devastator in complete Devastator mode looks absolutely fantastic, and I'm tempted to get it. I am. I don't think I'm going to, but I was very tempted. And here's their regular Devastator. Again, it looks great when combined. It looks absolutely fantastic. Now, moving on to Fans Toys. Just a word of warning, no news on Fortress Maximus here. I was really bummed about that. There's just no news about it right now. First up, Outback FT52. It looks great. It looks great. I've seen their Brawn in person, and that Brawn looks absolutely fantastic. Then we've got Power Glide, and this was a crowd pleaser at the con. This thing looks absolutely amazing. It's so clean in vehicle mode, which means it is going to be an utter bloody nightmare to transform. I love the look. I am terrified to see how this thing is going to transform. I don't even want to think about it. And then we've got, oh yeah, it's going to be 255 millimeters long, which is cool. And then we got the sweeps. They finally announced the sweeps. I'm thinking they might be selling these all in a set. Don't know, not totally sure, but I'm glad they have the sweeps. That's very cool. Though they look like they've got a bit of a backpack. Oh well. The flying surfboard, whatever, looks really good. I mean, it looks really good. Now, obviously, these are only renders, and no, they were not in the cases. I really wish they were. And then after the sweeps, we've got Chrome Dome. Now, I and a couple of other folks were thinking about this. I thought they had already announced Autobot Headmasters already, because the Fans Toys has already done the Decepticon Headmasters. They have not. We were all thinking of Fans Project had announced the Headmasters. Yes, Fans Project had announced all the Headmasters. Fans Toys has not, at least to any of our recollection. Chrome Dome looks cool. He looks cool. Don't know how the transformation's going to go. Don't know what it's going to be like to get it in hand. But it's going to have a fully transforming head, which is awesome. Always glad to see that. It's going to be really interesting to see what they do with this. Next up is Zeta Toys. Now, there's not a whole ton of stuff from Zeta Toys this time, and I clicked off of it. Hold on while I get back there, because I'm not paging through all that again. Zeta Toys only was talking about the Superitron mini figures. Here we have Silverbolt and Slingshot and... shoot, I don't remember what the other one was, what this one was called, but they look great. They look absolutely great. I cannot wait to get a hold of this set. I'm super looking forward to this set as a whole. I'm just a little bit head scratching on how are they going to combine. My guess is that the head and the upper torso and the legs are going to be a separate component. And then Silverbolt is just going to fold up into a brick and slide into the chest. At least that's what it looks like here. Let me move my mouse. Because you see right here where the torso is doing the crotch thrust, it kind of looks like Silverbolt's going to fold up in plug into a shell. At this size class, I am okay with that. I really am, because you're looking at pretty much a skeleton, and skeleton is going to bolt onto different parts. So the guys that are going to form the arms will form the arms, guys who form the legs will form the legs, and then feet, torso, and fists will attach as you see. I'm okay with that. Oh, and he comes with 2 different faces, or 2 different heads, it looks like. And 2 different chest types. Yeah, that's got to be what he does. Because those chests are, tummies are different. Because there's an extra bit right here. And there are 2 pegs right there. So yeah, and a different head. Yeah, totally. I'm right. Because you can see the bit that Silverbolt pegs into right there. Yep. Totally okay with that. Makes complete sense. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this set. I am really looking forward to have this set complete. The Legends combiners have made me super happy so far. With Menasor first, now the aerial bots. I wonder who we're going to get next. My money is on Bruticus, but can we have somebody else? Can we have maybe some Terracons? Can we have those next instead, please? All right, Planet X, new Pluto. This is FOC Megatron, new Pluto. He's very shiny. Very shiny. And Ryan, who did the presentation, stated, yeah, if you got the original one, he's real sharp. Yes, I can confirm that he is very sharp. I punctured 2 fingers, one on each hand, transforming it the first time. But this new figure, he was at the con in the case, very shiny, looks better than the original. I don't care for this figure. It's not my favorite. I'm probably going to sell mine, the original one. But for those fans that have been looking forward to this, it's going to be a worthy upgrade to that original figure. It really is. Next, we've got Planet X, Caucus, and Proteus. Caucus, the T-Rex, was at the convention. And the folks at the Chosen Prime were nice enough to let me hold him in dino mode. And it is now at the top of my list for figures that I need to get immediately. It feels amazing. The vehicle mode, the dino mode is amazing. The robot mode is equally impressive. It's beautiful. I cannot wait for Proteus. I really cannot. I want that figure to come out soon. If that comes out in 2022, great, because that's one I gotta own. I'm probably in for this whole line because they look so good. A new company called Bingo Toys came out, and they're releasing Bumblebee movie Shockwave. And the robot mode looks very cool. Props to them. That's how big it is compared to the 3-0 figures. And it's going to have an alt mode. Jokingly, in the audience, people were like going, oh, a submarine mode. So I had to laugh at that. You can see how it transforms. Here's 1 foot. Here are the legs at the back of the gun mode. There's 1 foot for the handle, the middle torso, and then the arms fold up over top and fold in. To be fair to Bingo Toys, we have no idea what Shockwave's alt mode is in reality. We have absolutely no idea. This is a good approximation. I think it's going to be a little bit weird and a little bit awkward to hold, but who cares? It's cool. It is legitimately cool. I hope this figure comes out well and the people like it. Next up, Mastermind Creations. We've got repaints of Magna and Inventa. They're just repaints. They are G1 accurate repaints of figures that came out 3 years ago? Has it been 2-3 years, I think? And then next up, we've got... Yep, there's the combined modes. Yeah, it looks good. Then we got Mentis, who was at the convention. I sold my copy to Grimlockamus. I actually bought my copy specifically to sell to Grimlockamus because he asked for it. So I will not be reviewing it, but everything Grim says about this figure is robot mode is absolutely phenomenal. Alt mode is an ornament. In the nicest way possible. It's just an ornament. But it's still a really good figure if you can get a hold of it. Optus Nox is obviously it's a Nemesis Prime, and he comes with a Nemesis sword. And the sword, and a cape, an opposable cape. The sword is beautiful. I am very tempted to pick this figure up just for the sword. Finally, we've got Ocular Max. There is Medicus. He was at the convention at the Toy Dojo / ages 3 and up booth. Absolutely beautiful figure. It's very light for its size. It's about 7 to 8 inches tall. It's amazing the engineering that they've done because it turns into a right arm. And this figure is 100% compatible with the Oculus Max Bruticus. So you could swap the left arm with the left arm, the right arm with the right arm, left leg with the left leg, and right leg with the right leg for both sets of the Bruticus set and the Defensor set. The one really cool thing about this set that is different from the Bruticus set, the fingers have a swivel at the knuckle that allows for side-to-side movement. So you see how he's doing the peace sign here and the splayed hands. That was not possible on the original set. They also had a G2 Bruticus on display, pre-production sample. It'll be offered next year. It is beautiful. It is stunning in person. I cannot expound better how amazing that G2 Bruticus, Ocular Max Bruticus looks in person. It's incredible. Also, if you're a fan of the Protectobots, well, we've got more Protectobots for you. First up is Ventus Blades. If this thing is as good as Medicus is, the figure that I got to touch, we're in for a treat. All the joints on Medicus felt amazing. They had just the perfect amount of friction to them. I'm really looking forward to this set, even though I'm not a fan of the Protectobots, because I'm just not. And then we've got Ignis, Heatwave. It looks cool. It looks legitimately cool. And then we've got Navigant, Streetwise. Again, looks very cool. And Insertus. Again, looks very cool. It's really interesting to see all these third parties' different take on Groove. I think Groove is the odd bot out for a lot of the Protectobot sets because he's a really boring Honda motorcycle. So, or maybe it's a Harley. I don't know. But yeah, it looks good. And then they all combine into Maximus Pro. I'm not going to lie. This looks good. For Defensor. This looks really good. Something that is very interesting, or at least I found very interesting, is you see here the legs. These actually fold out to connect, and then it acts like a skeleton for the leg units here, and then the two bots just in their leg form smack into them. So that is very cool. I'm looking to seeing what this set looks like in person. I really am. Hopefully all these figures are out by next year. So maybe I'll go to TFcon next year. I don't know. It's in Chicago. My buddy Grim Alchemist is going to be there. I might go. I don't know yet. I really don't. All right. So that was it for the panel. That was it for the slides. There is one other thing that I need to show you before we end the video today. So at the very end of the panel, there was this little YouTube video shown, and volume off, this is the Ocular Max bots transforming and then merging. And they're going to do it for their Bruticus, and then they're going to do it for their Protectobots here in just a second. There we are. Hello, boys. Transform. Now, there are the skeletal bits that I was talking about. Those are actually stored inside the legs. Yeah. 3D modeling. This has got to be all... I'm willing to bet this was all done in Blender. Maybe. You know what? I don't know. Boom! And there's the Stinger. Yep. No idea who that is. I mean, the foot's nondescript. No idea who that could be. That could be a Devastator. That could be Menasor. That could be, I don't know, Steve from the IT department. Who knows? The point is we don't know. It ends in a stinger. Oh! So, folks, that was the third-party panel at TFcon Baltimore 2021. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know what you think of all this stuff down in the comments. As always, I have been Baltmatrix. I'll catch y'all next time, and if you were at TFcon and came up and said hi, thank you so much. I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and I'll catch y'all next time.